What's up, guys? Today I thought I'd do a little bit of another update for the substrate experiment. I've got all four enclosures here in front of me with the OBTs. Uh, First I'll do an update on Sekazu, since he was the first to be rehoused, and he had to be rehoused on an emergency from his Pterinochilus substrate completely molding over, and there is actually some evidence that other people have experienced the same thing. I've seen an unopened bag of Terrarania that actually molded over. Uh, Not saying anything bad about Biodude or Terrarania. I mean, stuff happens sometimes, and you can't keep it all from happening, or something can be contaminated very easily. So far, Sekazu's doing good since his second rehouse. He's finally started webbing up this area over here with his old hide. I made sure to put that in there too. And he's actually putting on quite a bit of size. He's been very skittish and hanging out in the open a lot like Spook. So, kind of to me seems more like male behavior, and maybe that'll be proven later. We'll see. So, now the second one, I believe, was Sekazu, and as you can see, she's pretty much got her main web structure there, and she seems pretty happy with that. She likes hanging right there. There she is. That's her little favorite spot. But I've actually seen her come out and hang out kind of near the ventilation too at times. Just, I guess, whenever she wants some fresher air or something. Other than that, she's doing very well. Get a little better of a side view there. There she is. And Spook. This guy's still pretty much just kind of hanging out. Lately, he's decided to start webbing over his water dish. So, for whatever reason, he's doing that. I'm sure he's happy with himself. And, of course, he's still pretty much hanging out on the side of the walls. Just chilling. He's been a lot like Sekazu with his behavior as well. Lots of boltiness, running up towards the lid when I go to open it, so I've had to been very careful, especially with feedings lately. So if you haven't seen as many OBT feedings lately, that's why. And last but not least, she's kind of part of the substrate experiment and partially not, but this is Samara's enclosure. And she was also rehoused in Terrarania substrate. I went ahead and did that just because, I wanted to see if there was any more incidents. I've been using Terrarania since before this and never had any issues, so I'm just thinking, a bag somehow got contaminated with something, some kind of fungus, and just overwhelmed Sekazu's enclosure. As you can see, though, Samara, she got all of her old webbing, and she seems to be pretty comfortable with just the old webbing, honestly. I haven't seen much webbing outside of this, except for maybe there in the corner. You see a little bit. She kind of webbed up the lid there in that little spot. But other than that, she's doing great. She likes her little spot there, and everything's been going good as far as the rehouses go. Everybody's been healthy. So, and just as a reminder, the Sekazu and Samara, they both have the Terrarania substrate. Sekazu was my mix of substrate, which is jungle mix with some other added components and stuff. If you want to know what that mix exactly is, you can always ask. And then Spook was in the Reptisoil, which is doing pretty well too. So everything's going good as far as the rehouses. There was that one emergency that happened with Sekazu's enclosure, but I'm expecting that it's not going to happen again. We're just going to have to kind of wait and see. Other than that, though, I'm going to fill up these water dishes, and that will be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys.